Okay. Approval of minutes. Summary reports and copies of minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Get a couple
you.
donuts, a couple of oranges.
This was a lovely reception. Thank you.
Okay, communications. We have a letter from tax collector Mackenzie Kelly informing members of the 24 tax revenue for the month of April and May. You see what the figures were for the month. Letter from Martha, 29 West Adams Street, informing the governing body of the ministry. She did come to the meeting and give an explanation of what she was trying to do. Hopefully everything works out and she follows all the regulations. Property letter from Brenda Montero, 908, requested to park on a lot. This time, we would need a motion to accept or reject. We talked about it in the work session that we did not want to do this, so we would need somebody to make a motion.
Motion to deny this request.
We have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, so ordered. We got a letter from the Department of Community Affairs, the Working Borough of Paulsboro support participation in the state local cooperative housing inspection program. Like we said in the work session, this is some funds that will come to us to help us with certain inspections in the borough. Application for the use of the borough fields from Andy Gattuso. At this time, are we going to make a motion to go to the property committee?
I'll make a motion that we go to the property committee.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We should have an answer by June 25th. Okay, Mayor and Council reports. We'll start with Councilwoman Armistead.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor. For the Finance Committee, the budget has been submitted to the state, and it has been accepted and approved. Also, we received a DEP grant to get some cameras here for the town. And the grant is for illegal dumping, and to get the cameras for those who are dumping illegally in the town. And the budget will be available, I think, Susan, you said to the public by June 25th? It will be available, okay? And that's all I have for Finance Committee, unless, Susan, you have something to say.
Susan, do you have anything to say?
For Finance?
No,
Finance.
for the budget, the grant we got was fantastic. Everybody throughout the state was allowed to apply for it. It's not a money grant, it's to supply cameras to stop illegal dumping in your area. So we were very happy. We got two cameras to go along with that. We know that we've had complaints for illegal dumping, and this will help stop it. So the budget was introduced. The public hearing will be June 25th in this room. Elsie, what time is that?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock? And we introduced the budget. It's been sent up to the state for their initial review. There are a couple resolutions on there that have to do with the budget today, but the Finance Committee worked very hard on it. I'm happy to say that for the municipal side, there is no increase in taxes, and there is a $11 per year increase. I'm blaming it on the library, Elsie, mostly because the library got a bigger allotment this year because of how the formula works. So for municipality and the library, which is part of the municipal budget, there's a total of an $11 a year increase. So that's good news. We've really worked to get more revenue in and to make sure our resources are doing what they need to do. There was an $100,000 decrease in the amount we spend for our trash collection. So we are forward on that. So overall, it's good news. The public hearing will be, as I said, June 25th at 5 p.m.
Thank you, Susan. Councilman Holloway, who's Public Works. Councilman was called into work yesterday. I guess they had some kind of shutdown over there at the plant. But I know he has been working real hard, meeting with the Public Works Department, water and sewer, and our engineer. Also, he has put a lot of time in on his Juneteenth celebration on the 22nd. So hope to see you all there. Community Betterment, Councilman Singleton.
Good evening. Community Betterment's been busy with a couple things. Many of these are works in progress. We're having a meeting tomorrow with an outfit that provides grant money for doing a borough-wide constituent analysis. Details on that pending how that meeting turns out. As the mayor mentioned, Juneteenth is actually being handled by the Public Works Committee and Mr. Holloway. The week after that, though, we're planning a walk to raise awareness around gun violence and what we were celebrating here earlier tonight. President Turner, is it okay to announce the details on that, or are they still in flux?
It's okay to announce the date.
Okay, that is going to be on June 29th at 7:30 p.m. with a meeting spot here, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to have that route planned out somewhere between 1.5 miles and 2 miles, well before sunset. So 7:30 sounds late, but it's actually not this time of year.
You can wear orange.
And you can wear orange, please do. And then lastly, we're working with the Chamber of Commerce and the Friends of the Fourth to make this year's parade a success. So far, it seems like everything is rolling smoothly. So knock on Formica about that. And that's it for community betterment.
Thank you, Councilman. Public Property, Councilman Thomas.
Skip sports and rec. Skip sports and rec.
Oh, I'm sorry. Councilman Tillman, I passed you right over.
That's fine. Not really much to discuss. We know the ending of baseball, softball for our town ball's coming up, and I think they're going to be moving to All-Star shortly. Again, piggyback off Eric and the mayor as well, the Juneteenth celebration, June 22nd, 4 to 8. It's always a good turnout. It's always a good day to celebrate that. And just to give everyone the heads up, movie night in the park, August 5th. That's going to be around probably start time 8:30. Just kind of depends. Rain date for August 12th. And the movie we're showing is Super Mario Brothers. That's it.
All right, thank you, Councilman. Councilman Thomas, Public Property.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Public Property Committee's been working. We've been meeting very frequently, discussing many different items throughout the town. For the first item, Ms. Harris from the Senior Citizens Club mentioned a request for a camera at the building to monitor that. Herman has reached out to our security company, so we're just finalizing, waiting for the details from them so we can finalize getting that camera installed for the senior citizens.
Thank you.
In terms of our public property sale program, the Public Property Committee has identified the next group of properties that we are listing for sale, and we also fine-tuned the process on how these properties can be purchased from the initial bid all the way to the final sale. Mr. Mayor, if I may, I'm just going to go through that briefly here. Inquiries are received by George in the code office, so if anyone's interested in a property that the borough owns that we are selling, we have signs throughout town on those identified properties. Anybody can make a call into George and inquire about it. From there, George will send a proposal sheet that the individual or company would fill out, and they would turn that back in with whatever it is that they were bidding for that property. Once a completed proposal is received in the code office, it's forwarded to the administrator, the mayor, the solicitor, and the public property chair to discuss, and the proposal is reviewed for consideration, and also we are making sure that the proposal is in alignment with the property program in terms of not being a rental, and there's those deed restrictions for 5 years that many of you have heard me discuss up here. Once the proposal is, I guess you can say, initially accepted. The solicitor will draw up all the settlement documents, and it has to go through 2 readings of approval by the council, and then the sale is made after all that is done. So that is the process. So if anybody's interested in any property the borough owns, call George. He'll give you any information that we have, and then he'll send over a proposal sheet that you would then submit if you were interested in that property. And lastly, I do want to just list the new properties that we have for sale. So these are the next group of properties that we've identified that are for sale, and that we have those for sale signs on. The first is 1612 South Delaware Street. Second is 30 East Monroe. We have 121 East Madison. We have the corner of Benner and Billingsport Road. We have a property on Clymel Road, and that's block 51, lot 9. We have a property on Mantra Avenue, block 1-08, lot 63. I have 118 West Buck Street, 117 West Buck Street, 119 West Buck Street. We have 109 West Washington, and we have 115 through 117 West Washington Street. So that's the next list of identified properties that we have for sale. So if anybody's interested in them, reach out to George, and that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Councilman Thomas, will this list be provided on the website or anywhere where?
Yes, my goal is to actually have pictures of those lots in some sort of, for sale. So yes, but once something's finalized, it'll definitely be.
Other than the signs passing through?
Correct.
We need to have
A
something.
localized place, yeah, absolutely. We're working on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your work on that, Councilman Thomas.
Thank you.
Anything else, Councilman?
Nope, that's it. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, one thing that we're going to sell and finalize 3 property sales this week. So that means once they're sold and officially on the books, that means we're no longer responsible to clean them or cut them, and the people who own it have a certain time to get a house on there. So hopefully shortly, whatever the time constraint, we get 3 new homes and 3 new ratables. This time, Council President Jennifer Turner.
Good evening, everyone. I had a whole lot of notes and forgot them at home, so I'm just going to try and remember everything that I wrote down. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone who came out tonight supporting this cause and wore your orange. Thank you, because this is a very important cause that we're representing globally. I want to say thank you to all the volunteers and the election workers who volunteered their time and showed up at the polls on June 4th and stayed all day. I know that's a long day. Thank you. I tried to put out thank yous everywhere I could and resolve this. That's because Councilwoman Armistead and I felt this is very important to us, that we let you know that we appreciate you going out to vote and that you voted for us again and re-elected us. We have work to do as far as, I can go on, but quality of life issues has been very, very important to us, having a better life for everyone here in Paulsboro. The Code and Construction Committee is working on the ordinances, meeting twice a month, making revisions, removing old ordinances, creating new ones, doing whatever is necessary to make the difference in our ordinances so we can have a better quality of life here in Paulsboro for everyone. As our community betterment chair mentioned about the parade and Juneteenth, Councilman Powell also asked me to remind you, so I'll just show you the flyer because I know Councilman Singleton did mention it as well as the mayor. And congratulations, Councilwoman Armistead, for your re-election. I know you're looking forward to continuing the work that you've started. I just want to thank all the committees for working together, communicating, being fully transparent about the work that we need to do, and just working together. We are a team. We're united. We want you to know that we are. We're listening to all of you. We get calls all the time, all hours of the night. We are listening. We're addressing things that we can address right away. Some things we cannot address right away, but we're working on it. We're looking for solutions. Is there anything else I want to say here? And I think that's all I have for now that I can remember. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for those treats as well. Make sure you take something to go. Public Safety Chair, Councilwoman Armistead.
Good evening again, everyone. To piggyback off for Council President Turner, I want to thank you all for re-electing us back to the council so that we can finish the work that we've been called to do. We know there's great work that needs to be done, and we are willing to work to move this town forward and make it better than it's ever been. As far as public safety is concerned, and congratulations to you, Council President Turner. As far as public safety is concerned, we have a lot of issues that have been going on. I do know that the chief has sent out a couple of emails to us about arrests and warrants that have been given out for narcotics in certain areas of the town that they are addressing. One of the connections was linked to Waverly, Philadelphia. So we have people coming in, to our town, bringing these things in. But as we said at the last council meeting, we're having zero tolerance. We're just not going to stand for these type of things anymore. So we're working hard to eradicate these things from our town. I spoke to Chief Licardelli and Fire Chief, and he said the shared agreement is working out very well with East Greenwich and Gibbstown. We have someone on call throughout the day. At least two firemen throughout the day are on call here in between the three municipalities. I spoke to Chief Killey because we've been having some issues with maintaining our police force. So we're working hard to come up with solutions to see what we can do to keep our police officers here. And I spoke to him about reaching out to our youth at a much earlier age as far as the Junior Police Academy is concerned. I would like to see something happen at a much earlier age to get our kids interested in our town and maybe serving in our town. I also looked into implementing, we're going to look into, I sat with Miss Judy McKenzie, she left already. I went over to the college and sat down with her for quite some time, and we talked about the gun violence prevention program. And I would like to see us implement something like that into our school system here to get the kids aware of gun violence and the dangers of it and all. And I always say that we need to get the horse, shut the gate to the horse before he gets out the barn, because once he gets out the barn, you cannot close that gate again. So we need to get our kids at a very early age. I'll be going before the school board. I spoke to the school board president and one of the members about implementing such a program throughout our school system here in Paulsboro. I'm working on a safety plan to make Village Sports School much safer. I'll be talking to the Board of Education about that also. And talking about possibly putting in and moving forward with the speed tables, not only for our schools, but also for Swedesboro Avenue. I've had quite a few constituents with complaints about the cars flying up and down the road there on Swedesboro Avenue, although we do have the stop signs at each intersection. I also met with the mayor, the chief, and Susan, our business administrator, and we're talking about working with the police force and coming up with strategies also as far as, like I said, retaining our officers and elevating those that are already there. Mr. Mayor, that's all I have for my report.
Thank you. Thank you to all the members of the governing body for your time and effort. Also like to thank all those involved with the Memorial Day service and with the town cleanup that we had, organizations that participated. We're having another one September 28th. We'd like to even get more people involved with the community cleanup and attending our events. Now we'll go to ordinances and introductions on first reading. Ordinance 14.24, ordinance of Borough of Paulsboro, amending Borough Ordinance Chapter 73A, towing road service and storage of vehicles, rate schedule, charges, and fees.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance number 14.24 on introduction and first reading with the public hearing and second reading of this ordinance on July 23rd, 2024, the regular scheduled council meeting.
Second.
We have roll call.
Council President Turner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead?
Yes.
Councilman Tono?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ordinance 1524 will be pulled at this time. We won't be voting on that. So we'll go to ordinance 1624. Ordinance amending the Borough Code Chapter 69 entitled Streets and Sidewalks and adding Article 11 entitled Prohibition of Grills, barbecue fire pits, similar devices on right-of-ways. So we're having this so there's no of those objects on our sidewalks. Can we have a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt ordinance 16.24 on introduction and first reading.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Council President Turner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead?
Yes.
Councilman Tono?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, thank you. Ordinance 17.24, amending ordinance number 11.23 entitled An Ordinance to Further Amend and Supplement Salary Ordinance of the Borough of Paulsboro.
Motion to adopt ordinance 17.24 on introduction and first reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Council President Turner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead?
Yes.
Councilman Tono?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, resolution, transfer of bills, resolutions resolution 118.24, resolution 119.24, resolution 120.24, resolution 121.24. If we can make a motion to adopt this.
Motion to pay all bills properly signed and adopt resolution 118.24 through 121.24.
Second.
Roll call.
Council President Turner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead?
Yes.
Councilman Tono?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Resolutions on consent agenda. Resolution 122.24 to resolution 128.24. Resolution providing for the cancellation of certain balances, water and sewer. 123.24 authorizing a refund of duplicate services resulting in overpayment to the borough for tax year 2024. Resolution authorizing a refund of an overpayment. A resolution for cancellation of tax overpayments. Resolution authorizing the Borough of Paulsboro to conduct a self-examination of the 2024 budget. Resolution for the Borough of Paulsboro to read the 2024 budget by title only. And resolution 128.24, resolution of the Borough of Paulsboro accepting applications to provide towing services in the Borough of Paulsboro.
Make the motion to adopt resolution 122.24 through 128.24.
Second.
Roll call.
Council President Turner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead?
Yes.
Councilman Tono?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, number 12, raffle applications, RA 722 for the Paulsboro Day Committee, 50/50 off-premise raffle to be drawn on September 7th, Paulsboro Day. All the paperwork has been received by the clerk. Have a motion to receive and file.
Motion to receive, file, and approve the application.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, so ordered. Raffle application RA 723 for Guardian Angels Regional School for pool tag raffles from July 2024 to June 2025. All paperwork for the application has been received by the clerk.
Motion to receive, file, and approve the application.
Second.
Roll call. Or all in favor? Anybody opposed? Ayes have it, so ordered. Okay, this is resolution on not on consent agenda. Resolution 129.24 for the renewal of a club license, Palmer S. Marina Lodge, Sons of Italy. we have a motion to adopt.
Oh, I make a motion that we, we're on 129?
Yes.
Yes.
Make a motion that we move resolution 12924, 130.24.
Do we have to do these individually? Okay. Okay, good.
Just one note, though, we did replace one of them in the middle of this list with something not germane to the liquor licenses.
132, we raised twice.
134.24. I'll continue.
Yeah, keep going.
Resolution 131.24, resolution 132.24.
That's right.
Skip that. Yeah.
Oh, Jack off the other one. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, well, no, that's right, it's okay.
Resolution 13324. Now, did we skip 134?
No, 134.
Resolution 13424 and resolution 13524 and resolution 13624.
Keep going.
Resolution 13724, resolution 13824, and resolution 13924, and the last is resolution 14024.
Okay, do we have a motion to adopt?
She moves the motion, so you need a second.
Second. Roll call.
Council President Turner,
Yes.
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead,
Yes.
Councilman Toona,
Abstain on the Sons of Italy, yes on everything else.
Councilman Singleton,
I need to abstain on Sons of Italy, Sportsman, and Asteria. So 129, 130, and 139. Yes on everything else.
Councilman Thomas,
Abstaining on 129 and 130, yes to everything else.
Okay, number 14, ordinance on second reading and public hearing. Ordinance 9.24, amending Borough Code, Chapter 76, Article 13, Rules and Regulations, 76 to 46, no parking hours established, permits for parking limited time designated parking spaces. This is for the parking lot across on Delaware Street. At this time, we make a motion to open the floor to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, at this time, anybody from the public like to make a comment on this ordinance? Seeing no hands?
on the parking lot?
Seeing no hands?
Make a motion to close the floor to the public.
Second.
Okay, now we're gonna make a motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt ordinance 09.24 on the second, and final adoption of this ordinance.
Second.
Roll call.
Council President Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead,
Yes.
Councilman Toona,
Yes.
Councilman Singleton,
No.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, ordinance 10.24, rescinding ordinance 7.24 and authorizing sale of block 39, lot 6.01 on the official tax map of the Borough of Paulsboro, also known as 14 Capitol Street, to Pesci Properties in the execution all the necessary documents. So we have a motion to open this to the floor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Seeing no hands? Yeah.
Natalie Woodard. So my first question, is this one of the borough-owned properties?
Yes.
Okay. And I think the meeting was about a month ago where it was said that there should be a 5-year residency rule. Is that in effect yet?
So there's no rule on the deed restriction for owner occupancy. It's been a goal of the housing committee or the public property committee now to sell properties that the borough owns to folks who will rehabilitate, construct, and become an owner occupant of the property. This particular property is adjacent to 16 Capitol, which Pesci Properties recently closed on. So the borough is electing to sell it to the same owner so that the property can be rehabilitated as a whole.
Okay.
And that particular restriction does not apply to this particular property.
Okay, so the one next to it wasn't borough-owned, just this
That was a
particular
private sale,
location?
correct.
Okay. And in the event I wanted to review previous meeting minutes, how would I go about doing that?
You can,
Our website.
they're on the
Our
website.
website.
And they're up to date and accurate?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to make a motion to close the floor to the public?
So moved.
Second.
Make a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt. I'm sorry, ordinance 10.24 on the second and final adoption of this ordinance.
Roll call.
Second.
Oh, second, I'm sorry. Roll call.
Council President Turner? Yes. Councilwoman Armstead?
Yes.
Councilman Paterno?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
No.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion
Okay, ordinance 11.24 of the Borough of Paulsboro, amending Chapter 6A Cannabis, Section 7C to correct an inconsistency and permit local licensure of cannabis retailers. This time, I make a motion to open the floor to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, anyone from the public like to have a question on this?
I have a question, but I just, can we get a more detailed explanation of this one?
Yes, just go ahead, Mike. This is a housekeeping.
So the borough has previously allowed all of the classes of the cannabis establishments in their manufacturing district and on one particular lot on Lodge Avenue. After the borough decided to approve all of those as a potential use, the borough then adopted a comprehensive ordinance which outlined the procedures for obtaining a letter of support for the CRC. It established a local licensure process. It established some rules and regulations and penalty provisions. The local licensure allowed you to get a license for every class except for Class 5, and that was just a typo. So we're just deleting that provision so that the local licensure encompasses the same class that the borough has authorized as a whole.
So is this setting us up so that a dispensary or a growth plant can possibly come here?
So as of right now, any class of licensure is welcome here. For the local licensure procedure, this is just correcting a typo that it would allow a retail site, either in the manufacturing district or on that one parcel at Lodge Avenue.
Okay.
Anybody else from the public? Make a motion to close the floor to the public.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Make a move to adopt.
Sorry. Make a motion to adopt ordinance 11.24 on the second and final adoption of this ordinance.
Roll call.
Second.
Oh, second, I'm sorry.
Council President Turner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead?
No.
Councilman Paterno?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion
Okay,
carried.
thank you. We've had some interest in cannabis in town. Nothing's ever came to fruition, but we've had some people come to talk to us, but nothing official has ever came about it. Administrators report. Susan?
You've already taken care of most of mine. I do have resolution 14124 regarding amending the personnel policies and procedures. And I would like a vote on that. We took care of the other resolution I talked about, and we already talked about the grants. So I just have the one resolution on the personnel policies.
Okay, someone want to?
Motion to adopt resolution 141.24.
Second.
All in favor? Roll call.
Council President Turner? Councilwoman Armstead?
Yes.
Councilman Paterno?
Yes.
Councilman Singleton?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Anything else, Susan?
I'm done. Thank you.
Okay.
Susan, did you want to do Elsie's resolution? I don't think we voted on that.
Elsie's resolutions.
I thought you took care of that
I don't think we voted, did we?
in all the other ones, the one that was substituted.
No.
We didn't take it.
Motion to approve resolution for the
What?
registered municipal clerk.
Second.
Then this is the resolution to elevate our acting clerk into a full clerk, RMC. Elsie had a number for it, it's one,
Well, actually, I'm going to use, since we're going to strike 14424, I'll just use that and
okay.
Resolution
14424. So I'd like to
So moved.
put that resolution up.
Borough clerk is now certified by the state of New Jersey. We congratulate her. Okay. Moved. We have it moved. Second,
Yes.
roll call.
Council President Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead,
Yes.
Councilman Paterno,
Yes.
Councilman Singleton,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, engineers report from Eric Bierman, resolution authorization partial payment number 2 for Paulsboro sinkholes, pavement repairs in the borough of Paulsboro, Gloucester County, New Jersey, for contractor Landberg Construction. 74,000 is the balance. For the intersection of 7th and Mancha, 1216 Hidden Avenue, 557 Nassau Avenue, intersection of Billings Avenue at 6th Street, and the balance of the work at 403 Mantua Avenue.
Motion to adopt resolution 144.24.
Yes. Roll call.
Wait, 142? Okay. Council President Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead,
Yes.
Councilman Paterno,
Yes.
Councilman Singleton,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution 124, authorization, a change order for number 1, Paulsboro sinkholes and pavement repairs in the borough of Paulsboro, Gloucester County, Landberg Construction. Change order will increase by $56,694. Original contract price was $149,695. Have a
Motion to adopt resolution 143.24.
You have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Council President Turner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Armstead,
Yes.
Councilwoman Paterno,
Yes.
This one, right?
Councilman Singleton,
Yes.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, the next one, we're going to discussion regarding the proposal for professional services, NJDOT Municipal Aid Program. We're going to send that back to Councilman Holloway and his committee, and we'll come up with a final solution on our June 25th meeting. Do we have a motion for that to be sent to Councilman Holloway?
Make a motion to send to the Public Works Committee.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Okay, our police chief is away at a conference this week, so we have the captain, and he will do a quick police report. There's not a whole lot there.
As you know, Mayor, the chief submitted 2 memos to you. One was in regards to the resignation of 2 officers who are moving to another agency, Brian Garrett and Patrick McHenry. And obviously that would create vacancies. The other memo was in regard to filling one of those vacancies with a conditional offer. We are withdrawing that conditional offer. That person took employment elsewhere.
Okay, any questions? Make sure to receive and file.
Motion to receive and file.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll have to go to the drawing board and advertise again. Also like to let everyone know that there was an arrest, I didn't get all the details today in Paulsboro by the task force and members of the Paulsboro Police Department on Mantua Avenue. Also, Vern Moreno, our new administrator. Vern, just raise your hand. He's still working with Susan until September. And we also have a new CMFO. They're doing a fantastic job in the first 2 weeks, and it's good to see the workload be divided. I want to just give a little update. I went to 2 meetings last week at Gloucester County College. for 30 mayors and 30 developers, and another one at Stockton, trying to build relationships with business owners and developers throughout South Jersey, as well as attending mayor monthly meetings of Gloucester County mayors to try to get some input and share ideas with other people. Also, for those who follow Facebook, I have my own mayor's page. Every so often I make a couple spelling errors, and I apologize ahead of time. So continue to follow it. Again, thank this group up here for their hard work.